So when I saw that in this article that came to our attention today, and there's this volcanic activity, something like 43, 3.5, 4.5 volcanic activity in this region that's right before you get into the Red Sea that has not been there before, and this particular article is referring to it as a vortex, and perhaps from a different dimension, whatever. That's the take on this website. But it's really pretty fascinating stuff.
Yeah, and it could be the first major sign of the Earth's crust. I mean, even the spill could have been part of that. But I mean, this could be the first major sign that the Earth's crust is really moving. And I mean, honestly, I remember seeing the news a while back, going say 3 years, and they were showing an island in the middle of the Pacific that was being swamped by the water because the water there had risen 20 centimeters. Now, honestly, if it happened there, surely the sea levels would have leveled off, and even more than 20 centimeters. I think it was over 50 centimeters. And I'm not making these numbers up, because the island was being swamped, and I'm talking about getting the people off the island. So what's happening is the crust is flexing. It's dipping in some areas, it's expanding in other areas. That's the reality. So the concept of sea levels rising and global warming is another big distraction. The reality is Mother Earth has the power, and Earth changes are not going to happen because Nibiru turns up or because stargates get activated. Like I said, these ETs keep wanting to claim the power. It is really the consciousness of the Earth, and that's the message that I've got. Father, Son, if I can share that now. Father, Son, and Mother Earth both want to remind everybody that, hey, you may have forgotten, but you are on our bodies. You are in our bodies, and we are here. And we as beings have our journey taking place as well. And Mother Earth wants to say, I've got my journey happening. Hey guys, please remember that I'm about to end my journey, a particular phase in my journey, and I need to get your attention because I'm going to go through some changes. Now, is it your journey to go through these changes with me? That's what Mother Earth is asking. And if it is, then that's wonderful. Then stay with me and we will go through this journey together. If it is not your journey to go through these changes with me, then please, I'm asking you politely, but very sort of not urgent yet, but I'm saying you've really got to rethink your journey, your reality, and where it is you want to go. And I strongly advise that you need to leave, because in your current state of being, the way I'm going to be changing will be very detrimental to your well-being in your current form. So for those people who cannot align themselves, or it isn't their path to synchronize themselves with Mother Earth and to go through this symbiotic transformation, through this what we call the Ascension process, the organic one, then maybe you need to go through a different path and a different avenue.
Different exit portal.
Exactly. So there'll be options. This isn't fear. It is just this reality is coming to an end. It's no different to people in Banda Aceh. You know, there was people that knew this tidal wave was coming. They took to the hills. They noticed all the animals left. The people knew it was coming. They were telling people in their villages. The people in the villages were saying, that's stupid. Don't be crazy. And what happened? In one instant, you know, a big tidal wave came and changed their lives completely. Earthquakes. You know, realities can change very, very fast indeed. It does not take long. And we saw that at the time of Atlantis. It's written in the Bible of Sodom and Gomorrah, like right to the very last days. They bought, they sold, they built, they celebrated.
Right.
So please understand that these things are a reality in the universe. It is part of the evolution of the universe. And unfortunately, from one point of view, you've got to come to realize that what you want as an individual the extension on your home, your holiday, your retirement plans. Unfortunately, they are not more important than the evolutionary process of humanity and the path of Mother Earth. So that is something that certain egos need to come to terms with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing with you because I love that.
Okay? And that's reality. So please...
And that's also where the fear stems from, is from the egoic drive to have things remain the same, right?
It's the attachments that we have with this reality. That's right. And I have a home. Am I painting it? Yes. Am I planting trees? Yes. But I've also gotten to the point where I understand, and I've integrated this level of life with my greater journey, and the greater journey of humanity and Mother Earth and the evolution of the universe. And when you get to that point, you learn to detach. Was it difficult getting to this point? Absolutely.
Oh boy, yes it was.
Oh yeah. I'm not immune from it, folks. I've struggled with it, and I've struggled and I've struggled.
Yeah,
At
but
the
you
end
know,
of it,
are you struggling so much right now, George? I don't
No,
think so.
I'm not anymore.
Isn't
I'm not
that,
anymore.
See, that's the point that we are mirroring each other, is that I'm not either. I'm really at ease, and I'm really calm, and I'm really fascinated. I'm just fascinated watching it all at this point. There was, like I said, when I said this, 45 minutes ago, is that that's something I've recognized in you, that I've also recognized in myself, is your ease and your acceptance, and I've
being at peace with it.
That as an outsider looking in, and I also observe that in myself. Congratulations!
Yeah. To all of us.
Yes, we made it.
Yeah, it really is. And Mother Earth and Father Sun want to say, hey guys, for all you beings out there too that think that you have the upper hand with your technology, you are absolutely deluding yourselves. The power of the consciousness that is this sun and this earth are so far beyond what any beings of technology or collective hive minds have the power to access. I mean, come on. Please, you need a reality check here. So it's time for you to leave.
Thank you for that, because it's the things you said provided some validation for me, some confirmation for me that the things that I've been going through. I've had many things come to me recently. You're talking about strange things happening recently in these energies and significant changes or morphs or whatever. I've had my share, and a couple of them were pretty significant. But what they were saying and what they were direction they were pointing to was, you're doing okay. Here's some more light. Thank you for that confirmation.
And the other thing, may I share, the pressure that people feel internally from the New Age 4D paradigm is incredible, because if you're not meditating for hours, if you're not doing this course and doing that course and eating these substances and taking this, and my goodness, the true organic path to ascension is so simple. All you need to do is be you.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need to have attained a certain level in order to ascend, because please understand, Mary Beth, who's raising 3 kids, working a part-time job, trying hard all the time, she's going to ascend, and so are her children, and she's not doing any of that stuff.
Right.
But she will ascend. Joe Blow, working in the factory, putting cars together, he's not doing any of this, but he's going to ascend. And why? Because it's his journey.
Mm-hmm.
And when the time comes, his inner light will activate. He will have a much greater level of awareness, and he will just know. And it is that simple.
Mm-hmm. And even though these people may be entrenched at this moment, the seeds that were planted earlier by others will begin to germinate and begin to sprout, and they will begin to awaken. Yeah.
So I don't want to keep you much longer, but George, okay, when you say what you just said, it's like, then darn, why couldn't I have just been like numbed out, and why did I have to know all that I know.